Hello and welcome everybody into some Wednesday night racing action here with the Vigilante Racing League as they make their final regular part of the season race push into these playoffs here tonight, coming at you with the sun setting in Las Vegas. The lights are on and everybody's home, so let's get on to it and get this party started with the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And welcome back. As always, we have to say a huge thank you to the proud supporters of the Vigilante Racing League, such as Blue Fox Properties and Dave Mayberry. Be sure to give him a call here at 520-850-4189 if you're looking to buy or sell your house in the Tucson, Arizona area or anywhere across the country, because he's got 18 years of experience and he can really help you on out getting you into that home of your dreams. And with the housing market that just gets crazier and crazier, be sure to get a good quality realtor here today. And of course, big thank you as well to GC Cruise Travel. And well, I would say give Greg Klein a call, but he's currently out sailing across the ocean blue currently right at this very moment. But you can still get in contact with him over there on the Gmail or over on the Facebooks if you want to set up your next vacation and get all the travel and all that kind of planning stuff up and out of the way. So take the stress out of the vacation planning kind of stuff and be sure to give GC Cruise Travel a contact here today. As always, I am Alan Brown and I am joined by the Brewmaster in General and a proud Louisianian. I don't know if that's correct, but we're going to run with it. Mr. Alan English joining here in the booth this evening, here from Las Vegas, one of our favorite tracks, especially in these trucks here, English, and I can't think of a better way to end the regular season here.
Yeah, man, last race of the regular season. It's going to be a great race here tonight. Vegas is one of those cool tracks that we really enjoy. A mile and a half. It's very technical, and these guys, if they haven't practiced, they're going to be in trouble, right? It really is a fun track. There is going to be some strategy here involved tonight with tires and fuel, as per usual. But yeah, man, looking forward to see what these guys can do out there. We've got a good strong field, big field. So looking forward to some racing from Sin City tonight.
And that indeed we are. It's down there on pit road, Mr. Adam Turner getting all locked in and loaded. Our anchor management specialist himself, all ready to go. And this season's been bubbling and boiling here, Adam. And now as we get close to crunch time, I got a feeling you might be able to sense a little bit of that coming your way.
Well, I hope so. I want to hear some anger tonight. We're getting down to the end of this thing. Somebody's going to fight somebody for a spot, I would hope. I'm not good on the math part of this whole thing, but either way, even if you're not fighting for a spot, maybe you're fighting for something that happened to you early on in the season. Let's make it happen here at Vegas. If it happens in Vegas, it stays in Vegas, right? So I think it's a free for all tonight. You should be able to turn whoever you want.
Until
seems
Lori
like
sees
logic
it
to
and
me.
yeah,
Well, I mean, like
penalizes.
that's the rules. The rules. Here we go with the rules. But no, Lori does a great job keeping everybody in check. That's why there's not a whole bunch of craziness that happens here with the Vigilante Racing League guys. But I'm looking forward to it. I think this is a fun track. It's a little different than your typical mile and a half. The best part about it is it's in Las Vegas. So let's start with the rules. 1 fast repair, 4 sets of tires total, 70% fuel. 13 incident points, you'll get a penalty. 6 more, you'll get another penalty. Nobody gets disqualified tonight. 70 degrees on the track. That's perfect for racing.
Indeed, it is. As we take a look here at tonight's race info of this beautiful 1.5 mile race surfaces here tonight with the sun setting, so the lights are starting to come on, and we're gonna have ourselves a beautiful night race here this evening with some beautiful weather as well. Of course, I mean, we're in the middle of the desert. They don't really get much rain anyway, so absolutely nothing to worry about there. Bringing us down to tonight's key to the race, and man, with the final race of the season here, you got to actually push your luck, and you're going to have to really fight and claw your way to get into these playoffs here tonight. We'll tell everybody where everybody stands here in just a little while, but ooh, when I tell you it's a fight, there's going to be a fight.
Yeah, we got a couple guys pretty close to the bubble here on getting their way in. Well, as Mr. Brown notated there, we'll get to that eventually here, but yeah, man, you got to do whatever you can. Time to kind of leave it all out there on the track, and make sure you get your way into the playoffs here. Only a couple of playoff races, so it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be hard to get in. So do whatever you can.
Yeah, do all you can. That's all you can do. I mean, be the best that you can be. You know, we do more than you do at 4 a.m. than everybody else, right? Something like that. I don't know. We're gonna see some fun. We're gonna see some fun tonight.
For once, you actually, I think you said something even more smart than I think you know. How smart it was. He is the smartest. That's why he's down there on pit road. He knows all this stuff. And speaking of pit road, the cars are starting to line on up here for tonight's starting grid as we get the field all up and ready. Let's tell everybody where their favorite driver will be starting here tonight. With, how about this, the 123, Mr. John Gallagher picking up pole position here, starting up on the front row alongside the 33 of Mr. Jess Vaught. The ever so mighty Mr. Timothy Pope in the 27 machine going to start in that second row here in third, with the 07 of Jack the Ripper Dixon, one of our friendly Canadians, to his outside there in fourth. Fifth is going to be the 53 of Mr. Jeremiah Burke, having a pretty good starting spot there. He's going to have the 01 of Kelly Keel starting to his outside there in sixth. The 99 of America's driver Albert Anderson starting here tonight in seventh place, with the 6 of Trevor Robertson having a pretty good starting spot up inside this top 10 in eighth. 69 of Larry Dickerson. We just saw him pick up a big win on Monday night, trying to continue that momentum here this evening, starting in ninth, with the 82 of Mr. Mike Everidge, rounding out your field starting top 10.
Let's see, the 16 machine of Kyle Vaught starting in 11th place. Outside of him there in row number 6, Mike Adamson in the 88. Brayton Laster, Pizza Man in the 013 will start in 13th place. 14th will be Josh Bittner in the 84. Dave the Gambler Mayberry in the 29 machine starts in 15th place. 16th will be George Rincon in the 28. 7 of Jonah Long starting in 17th place. 18th, Andrew Cawthon in the 10. 19th will be Sean McDonald, another one of our Canadian friends up there, starting in 19th place. 20th will be Dustin Eaton, Dustin with a Y, in the 14 truck. And it looks like we got a couple of penalties here. John Osborne in the 81. The 085 of Greg Dobson, black flagged there for penalties from the last race. I'm not sure. Was Deion Jones one of those two, or did he just not qualify? I did not catch that.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. He might have just not qualified.
I missed it on the radio. Sorry, fellas.
Well, that's fine. You miss a lot of things.
Fire me. Fire me.
No, here, and who we're missing tonight, Greg Klein, GC Cruise Travel on the Facebook thing that Zuckerberg owns.
Where did
I
he
hope
go?
he's out there. Well, I think he's across the Atlantic right now.
He
right?
is on a transatlantic, which I believe started in Rome. So he is
Oh my God.
enjoying his time over there. I have seen so many pictures of ancient historical sites, followed it up by pizza.
I think that's pretty cool.
It is.
Just watch out for icebergs, you know?
Oh, well, he's going to be
Diabetes.
south of that. He'll be fine.
Okay, well then why did the Titanic, which was
Because
the
it went
Olympic,
too
why
far-
did they go so
it
far
went-
north?
because the
they
captain-
just went south.
The captain wanted to put on a show. And
Okay.
because he was
I
he was
like
trying to show off. That's what he was
There you
doing.
go. Let's
As
do a show off here.
the pace truck gets ready to peel off down into a pit road, which means here we go for the first time this evening. John Gallagher, Jess Vaught, side by side as the green flag flies. Green flag racing here from Las Vegas as they rumble and bumble down into turns 1 and 2. The 123 with a good push there from the 27 of Timothy Pope, trying to outstretch and get out in front of that 33 on the outside lane, but the outside lane picking up momentum and picking it up quick. Still alongside that 123 as we remain 2 by 2, drifting on back about a row here. So the 33 now in line with the 27 as the field makes its way on down in through turns 3 and 4. Racing back down across the line. Lap number 1 officially in the books, and we are still all knotted up together here. You also got some great racing going on. You got Trevor Robertson, almost some contact there with the 01 of Kelly Keel sliding up the track a little bit. Looks like here comes that 99 of Albert Anderson. Looked like he was trying to maybe make it 3 wide for a split second before backing out of that. We remain 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 all the way down throughout this field. You also got Kyle Vaught there in the 16 machine fighting for some top 10 spots here alongside the 88 of Mike Adamson. Still side by side they go. The 84 Josh Bittner out there as well. He's alongside the 013 Bray Laster. Glad to have him back, one of our real-life ARCA drivers out here putting in the laps.
Now the guys fighting for real estate out here. It is going to be tight. There's not a whole lot of friendly lines to run here at Vegas, so guys are going to be fighting for that same line when they figure out which one works best here.
Yeah, they're just kind of playing the field, so to speak, just running it out, seeing how they feel. Right now, still too wide up front, even all the way to the back. The Blaster in the 13, he's making some moves. Looks like he's pretty quick here. But there's a lot of good drivers here tonight, so we'll have to see how this works out.
Yeah, the
I don't remember. Go ahead, Brad.
Oh, I was going to say the 27 of Timothy Pope found a way to get underneath that 123 of Gallagher, and Gallagher going up to the high side loses a couple of positions here. Trickles back into line behind the 33 of Jess Vaught as things slowly starting to fizzle on out here. You also got that 07 of Jack Dixon riding in that single file top 4 right now. You got the 6 of Trevor Robertson and the 82 of Mike Evers going some side by side before the 6 machine getting that position away, as well as the 53 of Jeremiah Burke there still fighting side by side. As it looks like some of the drivers here electing to use some of that apron line, try to cut that track as short as possible here.
Pizza Man Bray Laster, one of those guys that he is taking full advantage of that apron there in the tri-oval in that number 13 Ford. So, yeah, maybe showing these guys a thing or two how to run here at Vegas in a stock car.
Well, he is early. He is early now. Saving tires here is different than in the real world. I know he knows that, but
yeah,
I mean, the best part about it is so far we're really seeing clean racing. I don't think cold tires affect anything. The track is nice and cool. People are just kind of really having a nice time racing out there. It's kind of, I don't know. It's like art to me. It's like beautiful to watch these just different paint schemes. Yeah, move back and forth. It's almost like figure skating, to me. This is my art right here. I love to watch this, and they're doing a great job out here.
And still battling up here. It's 2 wide, almost 3 wide here with the 53 going way down low. You even got the fast tracker machine, the 88 of Adamson, ripping around there as well as everybody slowly making their way around this race surface here tonight. You also got the almighty battle, the ever-present rivalry between the 16 and the 29. That's starting to heat up here once again. Normally they don't see each other out on the track that often. They're one's either way ahead of the other one, but right now here they go, starting to fight side by side. And not only that, but they're fighting for some top 15, almost some top 10 positions right now as well.
Mike Adamson, another one of those drivers that's using that apron out there. I didn't see which of the two. It looks like Kyle Vaught and Dave Mayberry started on the same row there, row 7 at the start of this race, didn't they? Or no?
No, Vaught, I think Kyle Vaught started in like 11th.
Oh, okay.
Bittner's in the wall a little bit.
No.
Just touched it. He lost some spots though. Got off the gas.
Well, thanks to everybody for joining us out there in the YouTube chat. We got Taylor Provax out there saying, looking forward to a great night of racing. Let's go number 33. And also give them hell, Kyle Vaught. So one for the 16 as well, as she should. And Edith Anderson saying, once again, Team Anderson in the house out there. Thank you for being here, Edith. Albert's out there doing everything he can to race his tail off as usual.
Ooh. Little bobbling going on between the 4 and the 84. Almost some contact, but everyone's able to hang on tight to it. We continue to race on here. It's the 07 of Jack Dixon facing a challenge from the 88 of Adamson.
I had to adjust my camera. I was on a zoomed-in camera for a long time, didn't really realize it, and I was like, oh man, why am I feeling bad?
Make me sick.
Because I'm not on blimp view.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Oh yeah.
These guys are moving so fast. I don't know how anybody could be in virtual reality headset right now. It's just, I guess
Andy
there's some
Player?
drivers that do it.
Yeah, Andrew Player, one of those guys that does it, and of course me and Brown enjoy it. But yeah, if you're not used to it or you're not expecting it, that full immersion motion thing can really get to you.
No, I don't think Player does it. I think he's got a triple setup.
Oh, it's not Player? Oh,
No.
okay.
It's too dangerous to do. You might vomit during the middle of a race. Nobody wants that.
I mean, you don't have to say vomit.
I just think it's an aggressive word that I like to use. I'm an aggressive person.
You know, I think the only time that I ever got close to being sick is when I got into that IndyCar magic tornado spin that it would get into. English knows what I'm talking about.
Where it
I know.
stand on its end like a top. And
Yeah.
Yeah, death roll.
Ooh, Eaton, Riccone, Dickerson, McConnell. Or I'm sorry, McDonald. Why can't
McConnell, you
see?
almost
I
froze
think-
like
thinking of-
McConnell.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the Frozen guy. I got a lot of politics on the mind. No freezing here. I still have most of my senses, I think, but
With your
that was-
faculty. Yeah.
some would say I'm not quite sure.
Kathy Anderson out there, also joining Team Anderson out there. Thank you so much, Kathy. And Osvaldo Severino. It's hard to see.
Severino Mejia.
Severino Mejia. Let's go number 16.
Yeah, it looks like he's a newcomer, so thanks for joining us. I've never seen him comment anyway.
Yeah.
Where's that one guy that used to comment from like a super secret base? Valiant
I'm not-
was his name.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
miss
sure
that
he's
guy.
with us still.
I always leave tickets for him
remember
at
he
the
would-
gate.
You do?
Yeah.
Still? Yeah,
Yes,
he
I
used to
still do.
comment a whole bunch, like throughout the race, and then he'd go back and delete every one of his comments. Like, what is... I'm not sure.
He may have been one of those lizard people. I'm not sure.
Oh, that
But,
blankety blank isn't real? Is Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Like the
maybe.
lady on the plane.
No, she's a hero. American hero is
She
what she
saved
is.
all those people.
She did. Look at Blaster still running an inside line. Pizza Man. Brayton Laster. He's really holding his own down there. I don't know if the tires are going to wear out for him, though. Staying that low.
I
Brown,
don't know.
he's putting more wheel into it, I think, than the guys running a high line. And he's using all the apron. Do you think that right front's going to suffer just a little bit?
I think it will most definitely suffer here. I mean, we're only about 18 laps in. Of course, other tracks, 18 laps, those tires are pretty much ready to be taken off and thrown into the used rubber pit. But here tonight, I guess the tire wear not too bad. Of course, the cool track temp definitely helping out there. That's aiding these guys in the grip levels and trying not to overcook those tires and maybe get a little slip and slidey. But so far, for the most part, it's been pretty good. Oh, little bit of contact there. 29 of Mayberry getting up to the back bumper there. The 013, Brayton Laster. Little bit of contact, but everyone able to keep on.
Well, Laster hadn't lost a whole bunch of time or anything. He had that one really slow lap on lap number 9, but all the other laps, I mean, have been fairly consistent, so don't really think it's affected him that much.
Well, as this race continues to kind of go on, let's go ahead and we kind of tease it a little bit. Talk about where the championship points currently stand. You got Timothy Pope up in first, a big healthy lead, but I mean by big it's about 5 points over Jess Vaught, and then Jess Vaught, it's a huge disparity between Jess and Dustin Eaton, and Dustin with a Y. Again, really looking at the top 12 here for Make It On By. You know, Mike Adamson, Josh Bittner, Trevor Robertson. Greg Klein will not be eligible because he's missing some races here, so that moves everybody up a couple extra places. Jonathan Osborne, Albert Anderson inside there. But then you got a huge tie here between Burke McDonald and Kelly Keel there at 348. And then George Rincon just on the outside, about 11 points back, looking to sneak his way on up in there. And you also got to remember, if any of these drivers picked up a win here this season, they also get to go through as long as they're inside of that top 20, which it doesn't look like anybody... Oh, Dylan Bryant, who is, I don't believe, racing out here tonight. He did pick up a win, but he is outside the top 20. Everybody else is inside of that top 20. With Timothy Pope picking up 5 wins this season. I didn't realize he picked up that many wins this season.
Yeah, he picked up several. I know, I didn't think it was that many, but yeah, man, he's one of those guys that's class of the field. It seems like no matter where we go.
Well, it sucks that Greg Klein can't be here. I mean, he's probably planning his next vacation to Antarctica where they do all the laser stuff with the directed energy weapons. So
And all
hopefully
that
he's got
stuff
one for me.
All that stuff that Kurt Russell was doing down there with the, you know, remember the dog that turned into an alien and all that kind of stuff? Or the other way around? You know.
The alien that turned
Remember
into a dog?
Yeah,
No, what was that like?
The Thing, man. You remember that movie?
No, I don't actually.
It terrified me.
Apparently, it made an
man.
impression. Well, either way, Greg Klein knows his way around the cruise industry and the travel industry. You want to go see something crazy, train derailments all over, whatever you want to see, hit him up. GC Cruise Travel on the Facebook machine.
You want to go?
Well, hold on. Before you comment on that, English, you remember as Brayton Laster and Jonah Long coming on down midway through this opening stage here at Las Vegas, but back when we first started and was broadcasting those MDOT races, it was the severe weather expedition vacations or whatever, where you could go tornado watching. Yeah,
That's true.
That actually looked like it was pretty cool.
Cool, he's Storm Chaser, man. It was like all-inclusive stuff too. They pay for your hotel rooms and meals and stuff, and you get to ride around in a chase truck and chase tornadoes and stuff. That would have been cool.
That indeed it was. Looks like Timothy Pope and Jess Vaught kind of breaking away from the field here just a little bit. able to kind of get to free and clear here. And then John Gallagher out there kind of all on his lonesome, just, I think, running the laps, making sure he's putting in the time, making sure the truck stays clean, and he's able to get here to the end. He's looking very quick here tonight. Same thing with the 01 Kelly Keel, trying to chase down that 123 of John Gallagher. Dion Jones coming on down into the pit lane now here, as well as the 81 Jonathan Osborne. Had to serve that penalty, and he's done a pretty good job staying on this main lap, the lead lap so far, staying out in front of both Pope and Vaught. They really haven't really chased him down all that much yet.
I think we have some more takers. Who was that? Mayberry, I think he's coming in.
Oh, Mayberry and Vaught coming on in. That's Kyle Vaught.
Oh, the best friends. They're like besties.
Yeah, frenemies.
Frenemies. Michael Everett's talking about coming in too.
Lots of guys out there just racing the racetrack right now. They realize that that's their biggest opponent right now, and just kind of sticking with us. Some other drivers maybe picking up a little bit of draft around the front and down the back stretch. Save a little fuel, a little strategizing.
Yeah, that indeed as the 6 and the 99 go side by side. Trevor Robertson and Albert Anderson. Oh, is the 23 Sean McDonald scraping the outside wall a little bit there down the Nellis back straightaway.
See, when I like to go to Vegas, I like to go. I like going there, but here's what I don't like: the fancy hotel. I like the seedy stuff. English, you ever been out there? I like to go to those Casino Royale. Just something.
The places you don't want to take a black light to. Is that?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just talking about the gambling. I want to stay in a decent hotel, but the gambling part, I want to go to the back alley. The guy there's a midget in a Shamrock outfit, and then the beers are $1 if you don't gamble, stuff like that. Yeah, that's where I like to go.
Well, I'll tell you what here, Turner. The Gold Coast Casino is pretty good on that side of things. It's little outdated, a little questionable, but you're not like 18 miles off the strip. You're about a 2-minute walk.
Gold Coast? I'm gonna have to check that out. I used to go to Casino Royale over there. I don't know if do you remember that one?
Man.
Oh, it's a little tiny place.
Been a hot minute.
It's across from where Siegfried and Roy used to torture the tigers and stuff. Yeah,
so
right there.
It's not like Fremont.
No, it's down on the strip. It's great because you can go from Caesars and look at all the pretty stuff, but then you put your money down with the degenerates over there at the Casino Royale and get 50-cent Bloody Marys and stuff. It's great.
Good time.
Hey, whenever we reach 1 million viewers and we do our live event, I'll make sure we host it over there in Vegas. As here we go, a big group of takers coming on down into pit road. The 27 of Timothy Pope, a little hot coming on in, but looks like he's got it slowed down just in time. Just Vaught, John Gallagher, Larry Dickerson, Trevor Robertson, Albert Anderson, Dustin Eaton, and Greg Dobson all coming on down here, as well as the 07 of Jack Dixon going to get some bonus points for leading the lap here.
Time I hear Larry Dickerson's name, I think of John Goodman holding up a piece of paper in a Ziploc bag saying, "Is this your homework, Larry? Larry, is this your homework? We know this is your homework, Larry. Did you steal the car? Did you steal the money?"
Oh, my goodness.
You remember that? You're killing your father, Larry. That's what I think of.
Well,
Big Lebowski, if you yelled it.
Yeah, it's a heck of a movie. Underrated movie.
Jack Dixon, Sean McDonald as well making their pit stops here, and that will round out the pit stop rotation here when everybody makes their way back on around a little bit with that short pit strategy. Jeremiah Burke going to inherit the lead here as he comes back down across the line, and Sean McDonald and Jack Dixon just coming out of the pits right now. He does have Timothy Pope and Jess Vaught starting to creep their way back into the picture here as well. You got Jonah Long in the 7 machine having a great race, up 13 spots on the evening here right now. 01 of Kelly Keel fighting alongside of him right now. The 84 Josh Bittner, 88 of Mike Adamson there as well. Of course, with green flag pit stops, things get a little bit more spread on out, but we still got a few good battles going on out there. Dave Mayberry with a fantastic pit stop there, able to jump out and grab a couple extra spots on Kyle Vaught here up inside of this top 10, trying to figure out a way to get around his old buddy George Rincon.
Get it, number 16, says Jean Porras, or it could be Jean Porras over there in the YouTube chat. Thank you so much for joining us, y'all. We appreciate all of our viewers out there tonight. If you haven't already, give us a thumbs up if you like what you see here tonight. Subscribe and hit the notification bell in case you want to be notified whenever we go live with a race. Not just with this league, but a couple others we do, and some charity races we do sometimes on Saturday nights.
Well, speaking of fun events, I totally forgot, but we got the League versus League Bash coming up here on Friday night.
That's true. That's this Friday.
What?
Yeah, this Friday, buddy.
I didn't know it was this Friday.
Oh my goodness. That'll be fun.
That's going to be
Awesome.
NTRL versus
VRL. Yeah.
Did they do like playoff races with each league to see who gets in, or how are they doing that?
I believe the NTRL did something like that, and they're now have.
Is there a limited field? I mean,
I don't know the rules.
yeah.
You know I'm not a rules
they
guy.
did a playoff. I think it's 18 versus 18. I think more rules
Oh, okay.
or more how the official winner is going to be declared. We'll get told here as just being alerted that she will Miss Lori will be closing the pits here on lap 49 and throwing the stage caution lap when they go on to lap 51, which is coming on up here pretty quick.
It's not going to be too long, guys. We saw some of the cats out here tonight pitting right there at the 1/3 mark, about lap 32, 33. Can they turn this into a two-stop race? Especially if we get some cautions. You think they'll be good on gas?
Ooh, I don't know about that. Not
I mean,
sure.
they're still going to have an extra set of tires in case they need them. But you always got to plan for that green-white checker also. They do have one attempt here in VRL, so there's always that you got to plan for, too, on fuel mileage.
Well, you also, with that mid-stage break, we're going to slow things down with a caution here as well, so you're going to get a few extra laps there from that. So, I don't know. I mean, it's a strategy. You could definitely try it.
That's rough, dude. It makes my brain hurt.
Yeah. You know what makes my brain hurt? I just saw the news. Some maniac in Maine is like doing some kind of bad things to the country, shooting stuff up. So prayers for Maine.
What?
Yeah. Just Google it. I'm not going to try to get into it. All these crazy nutbags we have in the United States. We didn't have this problem when we had state places, state homes to put these mentally ill people in. That's what we need to do. Just start locking them up again.
Oh,
Put
there
'em
is
up
an
and-
act.
Yeah. Put them back where they belong. If they're crazy, let's treat them like they're crazy. Okay? Instead of coddling the people in America. It's a disgrace what's happening here. But we got a good race tonight. I'm not trying to bring us down.
No.
No, man.
Sorry.
But
Sorry,
seriously,
Brian.
if any viewers are in Lewiston, Maine, or surrounding area,
I doubt
the folks want you to go inside, not let anybody in, lock the door,
Yeah.
go ahead and arm up.
it. I mean,
It's
arm
Maine.
up is for sure.
They're already armed.
They
Anyway,
should be armed anyway. This guy
Yeah.
should be gone.
It is Maine.
Anyway. Yeah.
they're more worried about the moose and the bear.
That's true, man. Everybody's got a 357 with something in it.
Of course, you should.
Ready.
Meanwhile, here with about 6 laps to go before the halfway point, some good races to be had, trying to pick up those all-important bonus points. I mean, you saw it. We had a 3-way tie for people trying to make it into these playoffs. So these bonus points definitely going to play a factor here tonight. You got the 07 of Jack Dixon trying to figure out a way to get around that 14 of Dustin Eaton, and then also leapfrog up to the 29 of Dave Mayberry, who's holding on onto that 10th place position where you get 1 bonus point. Up at the front, though, you got Timothy Pope and Jess Vaught continuing to drive away from the field here. They finally caught up and got around the 81 of Jonathan Osborne. Man, give that man a round of applause for some fantastic driving there, not going a lap down until almost the halfway point. That is really sticking with it there.
Yeah, and he's in line for the lucky dog. So, I mean, if I was him, I would just save tires and try not to fight anybody too much, because he's the nearest guy behind him is 2 laps behind him, but
Well,
he's got to worry about Deion Jones getting lapped here.
What? Yeah, that's true.
Deion gets lapped, he'll become the lucky dog. So Osborne needs to stay up on the wheel there.
Yeah, 14 of Dustin with a Y. Dustin Eaton making his way up inside of that top 10. 27 of Timothy Pope rounds down out of turns 3 and 4 and down across the line. Lap number 47 now underway, so about 3 laps remaining here before we take a pause for the cause.
I do like how they set this up to where we have the stage break. The 1 stage break, I think it resets everything. If you've had a bad first half of the race, you have a chance in the second half. I really love what they're doing here at Vigilante Racing League, and I think we can all agree on that. I think it's worked out pretty well throughout the season.
It has, and look, some of our not so young drivers can go take a little break.
Bathroom break? Is that what you're saying?
Sure. You said it. I didn't say it.
Well, you got to stand up in the chair, you know.
Yeah,
You may get stiff or like get a blood clot or something. You got to get up from that chair every once in a while.
As here we go, lap number 49. Jess Vaught and Timothy Pope fighting side by side down through turns 1 and 2, battling for who's going to pick up the win here in stage number 1. You also got the 82 of Mike Everidge having a good fight with the 6 of Trevor Robertson. Used to be teammates there on Goodweiser, but Robertson now with the Ain't Dead Yet team trying to figure out his way around here this evening.
Well, you got the front 2 cars here, Vaught and Pope, almost 5 seconds ahead of the field. These guys have been running their butts off out there, racing each other, and just leaving the field behind. So this stage break that we're about to have at the end of this lap, I believe, is going to even everything up.
That indeed, and it's coming on down to the wire as both the 27 and 33 enter turns 3 and 4 side by side, and they're going to exit just the same as they drag race back down the final start-finish line. Caution is out, and Timothy Pope winning stage number 1 by a very, very close margin.
55 thousandths separate first and second place there at the stage.
And then you got
and Jess, I heard him on the radio that hey, good job, Tim. We had a good run there. So that's real sportsmanship out there by Jess Vaught.
And Mike Adamson, Kelly Keel, Trevor Robertson, Mike Everidge, John Gallagher, Dustin with a Y, Dustin Eaton, George Rincon, and Jack Dixon rounding out your field's top 10 bonus points winners. So the field catches on up to the pace truck here.
Dustin Eaton started way back at 20th place to finish 8th in the stage break there. That's a pretty big accomplishment there.
Somebody's running out of gas. They're talking about it on the radio chat. Is it Jeremiah Burke maybe running out of fuel? I'm not sure. Let me
let's look at the
look.
live timing will help us out.
Well, there was just some talk of it. Are you running out of fuel? Yeah, I'm running out of fuel. And I think sure my Burke was running out of fuel. Yeah, he's getting pushed right now by Greg Dobson.
Yeah.
How cool is that, right?
What a gentleman, Mr. Dobson, as the field makes its way on down and into pit lane here at this midway point, and we're gonna have ourselves a little race coming off of pit road, see what other people's strategies are and who does what.
These Canadians are always so friendly.
Yeah, if you need a push or you need some help, look for one of those guys that's running those red maple leaf flags on their cars or trucks in this case.
I know the only problem with Canada is, but there's two. You know, that guy that runs the country. I think he's related to Castro as his son. But other than that, it's cold. You know, we don't like cold and your high taxes up there in Canada. But we love you, Canadian friends. The real Canadians know. I got a bunch of Canadian friends.
Yeah,
Did you know that?
Yeah, me too, man. Every Canadian buddy that I know is those guys. They gladly give you the shirt off their back.
Yes.
They're
I mean, it's gonna be like one of those shirts that's like a lumberjack has. It's gonna have the flannel and checkered.
Hey, I'm down with
Red
it as
and
long as
black.
it's got a pin holder pocket.
It should.
I'm
It
good.
should at least have a pocket. They're pretty crafty up there. So, sorry, I interrupted.
One of those
you.
hats with the flaps, you know, that cover.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to have that,
Huh.
especially being up in the cold. You know. The
Sure.
problem is they use Celsius too. You know, like they don't use freedom units on anything.
Oh yeah.
So like Celsius, if it's 0 degrees, I think that means it's 32 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it's freezing, eh?
It really seems more severe up there, just to the way they do their, temperature gauges and stuff.
Thanks for some cold beer there too, eh?
I love those Canadians.
You,
And
put
you know
it-
what?
you just put it out in the snow.
As much terrible things I've said about Canada on all the races we've ever done, nobody's ever
never
called
said-
me out. Well, I say goofy stuff, and I don't really know what goes on in Canada. I just watch the news and just regurgitate dumb stuff, trying to be humorous, and not make anybody mad. But they've always been kind to me, so thank you, to our Canadian drivers. We have 3 tonight.
How we do?
Enough.
What if
We
you
need
got?
some more.
We are missing our native Venezuelan.
Oh, that's
know.
true, man.
What's up with that? I don't want to get into
It is a little bit of a smaller field here tonight. I think maybe just some scheduling conflicts and all that kind of stuff.
And it's playoff time, and some guys maybe they didn't think they had a shot to get in, so maybe they bowed out or chose this night to work or something. You never can tell.
Sure. I see some fun stuff going on the YouTube. What's going on the YouTube?
I don't know. I'm not looking at the screen, but let's switch back over.
Yeah, I mean, you're the YouTube man.
Sorry, man. I was looking at the scoring. Annalie Tovar out there saying, "Way to go, babe!" Ooh. I think everybody knows who she's pulling for out there. Jack Dixon out there saying, "The shirt I'd give you made of maple syrup it has maple syrup in the pocket, eh?"
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's why we love our Canadian friends. They would
Jack
give you a
Dixon,
shirt with maple syrup in it.
yeah,
Like a little,
it has maple syrup in the pocket.
like I always carry like beer, salt, and hot sauce with me.
Or Tabasco.
So,
Yeah, Tabasco.
Yeah, Tabasco. So it's the same with them. I love it. That's awesome.
Jack
More-
Dixon, they do some real racing up there too in Canada.
I know. I would love
What do they
to
call
go
it?
there.
Bare bones? Bare bones?
Something like
class?
that. I think
Or
it'd be
bone
fun to
stock or
watch.
something like that.
Bone stock, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
As we
Pace
get
truck looks like it's coming down, bud.
that indeed, as the pace truck makes his way on down into pit road here one more time. With the second half of this race, we head on back to the green flag here with the Vigilante Racing League regular season finale here at Las Vegas. The 27 and the 33 continuing their battle right where they left on off. The 01 and the 6 right there behind them. The 123 and the 82 side by side, as well as the field rounds out of turns 1 and 2. The 27 slips up in front of the 33 and then right back on down, maybe trying to check up that 33 machine just a little bit, and that's going to allow the 01 of Kelly Keel to slide up beside his teammate here for Vigilante Force. And you got that 6, Trevor Robertson, just trying to figure out a way to get around these guys. He wants to get up there with his teammate of Timothy Pope there for the Ain't Dead Yet team. The 123 of John Gallagher out there as well, putting in some great laps. The 14 of Dustin with a wide. Dustin Eaton. Oh, as the 6 machine gets up there, scrapes the outside wall. That checks up that outside lane a little bit. A little bit of a kershuffle to get around him there for a quick second, but everyone's able to continue driving on by. As here we go, 3 wide as we enter into the kind of tri-oval area here once again. It quickly separates back down to 2 wide with the 14 making use of that bottom lane.
Super clean race out here tonight. I shouldn't be surprised by that, because this league, Vigilante Racing League, always been very clean, and they very big on accountability and holding folks to the safety standard. Tonight's no exception. The only caution we've had so far tonight is that stage break.
Wow, that makes for some fun racing. Fun racing right now. Listen, safety standard. I saw these guys one time, they were like construction guys, and they had these vests that said, they were orange, you know, those orange vests and hard hat and stuff. And they said on the back of their vest, it said safety third. And they had like beers like on their vest and stuff. It was pretty funny. I think they were.
Were they working on the road or something?
No, they were at a concert or something.
Oh, okay.
They were pretending to be. Yeah. It wasn't Halloween either. Anyway.
Oh, it wasn't?
No.
Nerditudes out there saying, all right, folks, the nerds are here. Welcome, Nerditudes, and all the nerds out there watching tonight. This awesome racing here on YouTube. And Cruz is out there saying, where the hell is Chandler? Where's Chandler Paul tonight?
I don't know where he's at. Where,
I think they're working.
Hey, scaring some little kids, I think.
Yeah, Chandler and Austin, of course, operate the haunted house over there. And this is their bread and butter. This is their time of year. That's probably where they're at. They're probably working 7 days a week over there right now. Albert Anderson out there pulling for his son. Part of Team Anderson out there. Thank you so much, Papa Albert, for being here.
That's right. They own that little scary house thing, you know.
Is it called? Is it Taylorsville
Terror?
Yes. Taylorsville Terror. Yeah. They even have a hearse and everything that they drive.
Well, they're probably making money hand over fist because all the people that love fake created holidays and stuff, you know, like Valentine's Day, Halloween. It's a created holiday. It's fake.
Every holiday's created.
No, it isn't. Not Jesus' birthday, even though that's not really the day he was born, but that's a real...
I think they say that they think Christmas actually happened probably in like June or something.
I think that's probably true. Everything's confusing. Nothing's real. Nobody tells us truth anymore.
It's a compromise.
It's a lie. The Thanksgiving was not... The Indians and the people off the ship, they didn't really just sit down and have a kumbaya meeting there on.
No, we tried to kill all of y'all and steal your land.
Yeah, I know, and it actually is still happening today. You know?
It is happening.
But I mean, I do like the 2 days off personally. Oh, we got some crashes.
Oh, this wreck.
69 Dickerson down, and he's taking more people out. Oh, Dobson got hooked up.
Oh man,
no caution.
Is that your homework, Larry? Oh man.
Ooh, more crashing behind him.
And 23, and yeah, that will bring out the yellow.
That was weird.
So we kind of watched the 69 of Dickerson here. Oh, some side-by-side contact. Looks like maybe the 16 Kyle Vaught went up a little bit, tapped the outside of the 69, got up in front of the 10 machine a little bit there. And then the 69 just... I don't know what happened. Just kept wrecking.
Look at Osborne. Osborne got a little loose in front of Kyle, the Kyle version. And I think Kyle slowed down and lifted a little bit and then hit Larry. Yeah, just my view of it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm right. Either way.
But yes, indeed. Either way, here we go. Getting some final rounds of pit stops underway.
Hey, Larry's doing good. He's already won this week. He's probably like, fine, whatever. You know, he's coming down to get his rig fixed. Sean McDonald has disconnected. That's another one of our Canadian guys. Sad to see him go. He must have got busted up pretty good.
Yeah, he was a couple of laps down, and I don't think he thought he was going to make it back onto the lead lap. And to be honest, some tracks just aren't people's cup of tea. You know?
This is a little tougher one. It's not your cookie cutter.
It's not easy.
I mean, Brown, I don't know how to describe it. It's cookie cutter, kind of.
How shall you describe it?
I will describe it like this. It's not exactly the typical cookie cutter like Texas, Charlotte used to be, you know. They've kind of broken these tracks down and changed them a little bit, you know what I mean? So it's made for more fun racing. That's how I describe it.
Yeah.
Why don't you explain to the folks what you mean when you talk about that?
I don't gotta explain nothing.
Okay, good. I know Brown. Brown's gonna rein us in at some point. You know, he lets us do our
He has
shenanigans.
enough of our crap every now and then.
He does get tired of us. I know he does.
Well, he has one of those stress ball things that's shaped like a troll. You remember? You remember what those?
He's probably got our faces on the stress ball.
Well, they used to.
Delicious.
You remember the troll dials?
Yeah,
Remember
I
that?
remember that.
So my dad told me, he's like, why'd they call it a troll dial? I'm like, what are you talking about, man? He said, they're called damn it dolls. I guess that's what they called it back in the day. There was something called a damn it doll.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what you did when you got mad. Punched it or squeezed it or threw it or something.
probably
Yelled,
just
damn it. Yeah.
Threw
Damn
it through a
doll.
window back then. Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. We all got to deal with our stress somehow. These guys out here are doing pretty good. I haven't heard anybody really screaming at each other. Larry Dickerson got kind of probably taken out. It wasn't really his fault, and he just said, no problem. Don't worry about it. It happens. So that was nice. Kyle Vaught apologized to him. Real clean racing over here. Nobody's really, we've been in those leagues where people actually try to hurt people, not hurt them physically, but like try to turn them and stuff.
Threatened to cross state lines.
That did happen, yeah.
Minor. You know?
Well, he was 17. It depends on what state you're in. I mean,
It's
he's an adult in Texas, so
gray area.
it was, yeah. But he was probably asking for it. To be honest with you, he was very
He
smart mouth.
probably was.
Yeah, but we had that happen. We've seen all kinds of craziness happen, but not here. These guys really keep it under control. I think that really has to do with the structure and Lori Vaught, who controls the races,
100%.
and the punishments that are doled out and all that stuff after the race.
The whippings and I
Well,
think they do.
no, they don't.
No, they do canings here now, don't they?
There's no
In
caning.
VRL?
I mean, I wish that would be cool. If like before the race they did like a live caning,
Well, they had
Hey.
a picture of Lori Vault with a piece of bamboo. I thought that's what that was for. It was for caning people.
I mean,
You're wrong. Looks like the pace truck's down.
oh Lord.
Or coming down.
They're down the
Soon, hopefully.
down the backstretch.
Oh my
And the only
English.
Let me
What are you doing over here?
I'm jumping the gun over here.
let me just. I will get this straight.
Go
The
ahead,
only
take it over.
caning that happens here is when someone goes to Raising Cane's Chicken.
Oh, I love the sauce over there.
The sauce, you dip the bread in.
Don't get the
It's great.
coleslaw. I just promise you, don't get the coleslaw.
Why not?
Get the sauce, an extra sauce or an extra bread instead of coleslaw. I'm just
I
saying
don't
that's a
remember
pro
what the
tip.
coleslaw tastes like. I don't
It's not
know.
any good.
Okay, I believe you.
Yeah, well, either way, there goes the pace truck down off of the racetrack and out of the way. Here we go, all side by side here once again with the 33 and the 27 all lined up here. And here we go, back to the green flag here on lap number 69 out of 100. The 27 and the 33 continuing their battle here side by side. Almost a little bit of contact there with the 6 machine of Trevor Robertson making his way up behind his teammate of Timothy Pope. You also got the 14 of Dustin with a Y slipping and sliding his way up through this field. Finds an open door between the 123 and the 33 where the 123 almost goes up, snags the outside wall, 3 wide there for a little bit while he tries to get that truck back underneath him here. Oh, some contact between the 81 and the 7 here as well as the 3 wide continues.
That was kind of hairy there, and the 123 of Gallagher already trying to kind of save his fall there from the position he was at. Had some contact below him there between the 7 and the 81. Thank you so much for the folks joining us over there in the YouTube chat. Jean Porras and a great save by the number 16. Taylor Provac saying, I guess she's a teacher. I didn't know that. The other
God
teachers and
bless
I
her.
would pass around a damn it dial when someone had a particularly frustrating day teaching. They're very therapeutic. Well, there you go. See, I know that Anitra is also a teacher
Yeah.
there, Adam, and
Oh yeah.
they put up with a lot of stuff. And some of these kids, they don't have a good structure at
Right.
home. They don't have any loving parents or guardians to guide them, and the teachers kind of take up that role, don't they? And they also take up a lot of that stress, and it's not always a pleasant day when they come home.
No, it's teachers. I mean, I've got a new perspective on how frustrating it is to be a teacher, and I know that their heart, 99% of them, heart is in the right place. They're trying to do the right thing. There's just so many outside things influencing them, and a lot of them has to do with parents. Some kids aren't from the greatest families. It's frustrating, but God bless our teachers, man. I'm telling you, they do wonderful things in the community every day, and you should be thanking these teachers all the time because they're putting up with your kid. You know,
Yeah, that's right.
I know mine are not saints, and I try to go out of my way and thank these teachers.
I think you
Because they
call
really
them
do.
savages now and then. You know?
Mine, yeah, they are. Well, they're literally they are. They're little Indians. You know, like
Well, yeah,
certified
you can say
Indians.
that. We can't say that.
Well, I mean, it's not Indian. Is not a bad term. The government still uses
I
it.
didn't
you
say
know.
Indian was. What's the
I don't-
S word? Savage. You know?
That's not. There's no. They are savages. They are from their bloodline comes from a very
Comanche. The
crazy,
Comanche, man.
wild tribe in the plains. You know, so I can call them that all I want.
I
But
just
God bless
outed
the
them as
teachers.
Comanche.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's fine. There's not very many of us, so it is what it is. But yeah, God bless the teachers, man. I just really appreciate what y'all do. The older I get, the more impressed I am with anybody that's a teacher, to be honest with you.
Albert Anderson out there saying that, God bless the teachers. Indeed, they should be our highest paid profession.
I agree.
Them and nurses, the nurses that took care of.
Nurses get pretty good pay. I mean, I
They
think
do.
the teachers are behind the nurses right now, which shouldn't be.
I'm sure you're right. But I've met some of the nurses that have had really, really terrible days,
Hmm.
and I've known a lot of their patients and know that they really do care about what they do and the people that they're trying to help. So
And how'd we get off on some kind of
I don't
real
know, man.
nice thing? Like we want to
I'm
be
sitting
nice
here-
to everybody. I want to
I'm
be
watching-
mean to people.
I'm watching Adamson and the 01 go side
There
by
you go.
side, and the 99 and the 53 fighting it out here. this stuff right here for top 10 is a lot of fun to watch.
Indeed it is. As the 01 Kelly Keel sliding up the track right alongside the 53 of Jeremiah Burke. Whoo, goodness gracious. That was getting a little
Near contact.
western out there. You got the 99 Albert Anderson trying to figure out a way to stay inside this top 10 here as well, riding alongside that bottom line with 23 laps to go. Again, most everybody in this field really not coming on down until, last pitted back on that midway stage break. So we still have some green flag pit stops to handle here, fellas.
They're probably coming soon too, man.
That's going to
What do
be
you
fun.
think?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we're getting real close, and that's going to be super fun because then we get into the blending issue and who's on old, who's on cold, and all that stuff. And it's going to make or break this race, at least somewhere in the middle of the field. I think up front, we're really...
Well, not only that, but then you got Jeremiah Burke and Josh Bittner pitting back on lap 67. There was a couple caution laps after there as well. So can they make it to the end here? Jack Dixon as well on that strategy. Greg Dobson on strategy as well as Jonah Long makes his way on down onto pit road. So we got a whole boatload of strategies happening here in the desert.
This is when you tell yourself, what can I do to bring a caution out so my teammate that has a chance at getting into the playoffs or doing well in the playoffs, so he can get in and get fuel and tires.
See, now that's got to be illegal racing.
How can I cause a caution and make it look like an accident?
Well,
Deion Jones is down.
We almost had one there as the 07 of Jack Dixon was all over the back bumper of Greg Dobson there, sending Greg a little loosey-goosey up towards the outside wall, but able to get it all collected again.
English, you were misbehaving tonight.
I knew
You're trying... I know, because I used to say it all the time, so now I'm glad you're on board with hey, if your buddy's about to do something spectacular in this race, you might as well trash somebody and help him out a little bit. Dobson hit the wall, slowed him down.
I think the 82 Mike Everidge may have aided in that.
Yeah, the Canadian's too nice to say anything. He's going to be like, it's fine. I got my Elsinore right here with me,
Oh, my goodness. Turner, I found some Elsinore beer shirts on the internet. I got to order some of these.
Well, I mean, it's a fake brewery from 1982.
Yeah, but people will get it. If I work at our brewery, I guarantee you half our patrons will see it and they'll go like, that's freaking great.
Strange Brew, one of the greatest Canadian classics known to mankind. I'm sure
Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas, was that his name?
Yeah, it sure was. How do you remember all that?
I don't know.
Then Rosie, the hockey player, Rosie. And I'm not going to say his name. Well, no, that's a different movie. Hosehead, the dog.
Yeah, Hosehead. Yeah.
I'm going to paint my dog Bob with a stripe and make him fly to
Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest and save everybody from the mind control of the COVID vaccine or something, Oh, sorry. I didn't mean that. Ooh, Dobson and Mayberry kind of side by side. That's interesting.
More pit stops being announced. The 88 and the 28 about to come in. 16.
Ooh.
Here we go, Mr. Brown. We've got mass pit stops underway.
And that we do have indeed, as the race in action continues on here with about 16 laps left to go. It's going to be a fight to the finish here tonight in Vegas, as the 27 of Timothy Pope continues to lead the 33 of Jess Vaught, 53 of Jeremiah Burke out there as well, with the 84 of Josh Bittner. Again, multiple different strategies to be had as well as they come back down across the line with 15 laps left to go. Oh man, this is going to be an interesting one to get to the end here.
Going to be exciting as always here in VRL, Vigilante Racing League. These guys, I guarantee you, they're already excited for the next season. Because if I know anything about Lori and Jess and all the folks that make this league possible, they're already planning and
they are
got the next season all set up and ready to go. And
I mean, we still have a few races left, but I agree with you. They're going to be.
not many, but they're always planning ahead.
They are in there. They're going to recruit and try to get new drivers that we may have some attrition a little bit. They don't have much attrition here in this league,
No,
but
not much.
it's always good to see the newcomers on the next season. Yeah, it's really fun to get to know all these guys, and I think we've gotten to know at least a little bit some of these drivers out here, and they really make it a lot of fun for us. And I hope they appreciate what we do. We're really just trying to have fun, and they're the show. We're just trying to have fun watching them and describing what's happening out there. Sometimes we get carried away, but
As Pope and Gallagher, as well as Vaught, have now made their way on down, and in only one other person, Dave Mayberry, who is now coming on in, who last pitted, or one of the very few that did not pit on lap 67 here. So here we go, the 53 of Jeremiah Burke with 12 laps to go, and 84 Josh Bittner out behind, and the 69 of Larry Dickerson trying to hang on with the 07 of Jack Dixon and the 085 of Greg Dobson all over his back bumper. Oh, and it looks like it was a full pit stop there for the 33 of Vaught and Timothy Pope. So I thought maybe they would have taken a splash and go to maybe limit the amount of time that they were on pit road. But maybe they think these guys that last pitted on 67 still have to stop themselves.
They may still have to stop. I'm not sure, man.
It's close. It's close.
yeah,
I don't want to make a call one way or the other, but I think it'd be awesome if Burke or Bittner, Dickerson, Dixon, Dobson, these guys that have not pitted yet, Cawthon as well. It'd be awesome to see any of these guys pick up a win right here this late in the season. But yeah, I'm with you. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to make it on gas. It's going to be so close.
Well, and that's the beauty of what we're doing here. We're speculating. They actually have a better idea what's going on in the race, and we don't have any snitches. Nobody tells us the real deal. I need a snitch. I may have to.
Don't you call it a CI in your business?
Well, no, yeah, but
old
we
business.
don't have to get technical. I mean, a snitch is a snitch.
So in journalism, it's called an unnamed source.
Yeah, we're gonna use
I was
that.
thinking
We're gonna.
confidential informant.
Well, I mean, no. Nobody's going to jail over this that I'm aware of. Are they? I mean, we could probably make it happen. I know one of these guys isn't paying his taxes right, so I could probably make it happen.
What?
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just a
Okay.
joke. I'm not paying mine right either. I had to make a deal with the government recently, about my taxes. So I don't want to talk about it though on air because I mean,
I wonder if
I don't
that's
want
the
to be
deal
incriminating.
Sharpton got. Sharpton
No,
hasn't
I
paid
don't.
anything for
I
20
don't
years.
think I didn't get that deal.
You get the
still
Sharpton
have-
deal?
No, I still have to pay, or they're going to take away my, my luxury resort and golf course like they did.
And
Billy
your
Nelson.
yacht and everything else.
Yeah, so I have to do some things around here to tighten up a little bit. Other than that, I should be quiet at this point.
As the race in action continues here with about 7 laps to go. You got Mike Adamson and George Rincon going side by side, trying to battle for some top 10 positions here. You got the 33 of Jess Vaught as well, continuing his battle with that 27 of Timothy Pope. Jack Dixon still having a fantastic fight here with some traffic as well with the 085. Greg Dobson, a couple of Canadians here having a fantastic run. Jeremiah Burke trying to run away from that 84 of Ricky Chudd, aka Josh Bittner, but not having any luck thus far. Bittner still all over that back bumper of the Toyota. Dave Mayberry making some passes here, trying to squeeze around the 82 of Everidge. Here comes the 123 of Gallagher as well.
Well, Jack Dixon says something here on the YouTube. He says they do have enough gas to make it to the end. And Mr. Anderson He's like, "Do snitches get stitches?" Question mark. I don't know. It's just something they say.
Stitches get stitches. Yeah. What? In some communities they do.
I don't know. I mean, it's on the internet. I
So
mean,
hold
that's
on.
what people
You're
say.
telling me Jack Dixon just got on YouTube while he's racing. Texted,
Yeah,
It
he's
might
like,
be. It
texted
might
and
be his
drive.
dad.
That's true.
or
Might
he's
be his-
or he's got a snitch doing it. I don't know.
Meanwhile,
He's in Canada.
the
He's had
07's,
all kinds of skill.
in a fight here, trying to stay up inside of this top 5 with Greg Dobson. He's messaging us here with 4 laps left to go. Jeremiah Burke out in front as the 33 and the 27 get their lap back here. Oh man, can they run 0.267 second lap so they can make their way on back here with 3 laps left to go? I don't think so, as Jeremiah Burke out in front. Josh Bittner still there in tow by about half a second, making their way down and out of turns 1 and 2. Larry Dickerson, he's kind of in no man's land, but has some traffic around him right now. He's hanging on to that bottom side as he goes down the Nellis back straightaway. The 4 Dion Jones to his outside currently, as the 99 of Albert Anderson makes his way around the outside of the 69 here as well. But he's got a good 2-second cushion and about 5 seconds in front of him before there's really any positions for that 69 machine, who looks like he might be able to squeeze out a top 3 here tonight.
Jeremiah Burke still holding on to that front spot. If he's got enough gas to get to the end, it'd be really neat to see that 53 in victory lane. I'd like to talk to him.
Of course,
Interesting here.
the champion cheer dad here as the white flag waves. No bonus time here tonight. This is it. The final lap of the final race of the regular season. The 53 Jeremiah Burke coming on down into turns 1 and 2, down the back straightaway here. Josh Bittner still about that half second off. Does he has any final lunge attempts to close the distance? He does not, as they round out of turns 3 and 4 with the strategy of a century. The 53 of Jeremiah Burke comes on home, your race winner. Josh Bittner in second, with Larry Dickerson driving home here tonight in third.
Wow, they
Fun
beat the
watch-
system there, didn't they?
Yeah, and it was fun watching all the guys fight that were 1 lap down. We saw some great racing there between John Osborne and a couple of the other cats. They're fighting 1 lap down. Mayberry and Eaton and Everidge and all those guys. Man, that was a lot of fun to watch.
Well, my favorite was the 2 Canadians linked up. Jack Dixon, Greg Dobson. They lost one Canadian
sure.
friend. They had some attrition there, but they were working together right there at the end. 4th and 5th. Pretty
Fellow
good job of those
countrymen
guys.
helping themselves,
Yeah.
trying to make it back up through the field. Of course, Greg Dobson serving a penalty, coming from 23rd to 5th place.
Pretty awesome.
Your hard charger of
Pretty
the day.
Damn good run
Yeah.
by Dobson.
And so we got a kind of victory line photo here with the 84 and the 53. We can go ahead and start some of these driver interviews up underway. And with the not so random draw driver of the day, we got ourselves the 10 machine of Andrew Cawthon, who I guess we haven't talked to him yet this season. So Lori making note of that and saying, hey, why don't you guys interview the 10? I'm like, yeah, let's interview the 10. So we're going to...
She knows already? I don't have to say anything?
She was
Okay.
the one that suggested it,
Excellent.
which is a fantastic idea. And so with the 6th place finisher here tonight, the number 10 machine of Mr. Andrew Cawthon, up 12 spots on the evening, picking up a great run here tonight. And Andrew, when did you realize that during that last caution that, hey, we can make it to the end? If no one else pits, we could steal some positions away here.
Yeah, right about the time, I was kicking myself for having to go in and pit, and I had like 3.5 minutes of repair, and I'm thinking, I don't think, this is believe it or not, this is a really highly aerodynamic, reliant track, and I was like, I don't know if this 3.5 minutes is going to cut it, and so I was like, yeah, let's just blow the fast repair, get out there, see how we do. I'm going around. I'm looking at the lap, looking at what lap we're on, and I'm like, well, I came back in twice that caution and got gas, and I ran out as I crossed the finish. So 6th place finish is fantastic showing for me. So super excited.
Pretty damn good decision there, Andrew. The driver of the number 10, safety third, outdoor 76 Chevrolet.
Yes, sir.
Great job out there tonight. Playoffs coming up. I think we're still trying to calculate. I'm not sure that we know who all's going to be in the playoffs here in VRL, but looking forward to next season. Have you guys heard any scuttlebutt about what kind of platform y'all are running or anything like that? Are y'all staying with the trucks? Have y'all heard anything special from the leadership down there at VRL?
Well, I don't know if anything's supposed to be secretive or not, but I mean, as far as the actual next full season, I'm pretty sure we're going to stick with the trucks. I think that's what everybody comfortable with and what everybody's used to.
Yeah.
But I know in between seasons, because we're basically running the cup schedule now, so we got a little off season, but pretty sure we're gonna run kind of a just a fun league where everybody can just have a good time, not worry about 30 something races worth of points or something for over 2 seasons,
Right.
or even 20, 15 races worth of points. Running just a fun season, have a good time, and I think we might switch off between the trucks and one of the other cars. May have to. I don't know if that's fully been decided yet or not, but excuse me. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking for if they're putting a race up, if Lori and Jess are putting a race up, if VRL's putting a race up, I'm going to do my best to be in it. As far as points go for this season, I kind of was out of it from pretty early on. I had had some hardware issues with my wheel, and so I missed a couple races right out the gate, and so waiting on a new wheel to come in. Finally got that in, and had getting used to that, getting used to the new wheel, getting used to all that. Kind of a wash for the season, but I look forward to being back next season. Like I said, any race that they put up, I try to get in and have fun, even if it's 87s at Crandon.
Well,
That'd be something else right there,
Yeah,
boy. I tell
that
you.
would be. And good job tonight. You had a good run. Who'd you like to give some shout outs to?
Well, like I said, first off, Lori and Jess for putting this league on, and I know they put in a lot of work behind the scenes that fellas like me who just show up and have a good time don't really get to see, but I definitely appreciate it. You guys, AAA, got you on the side of my truck there, just because
Thank
you
you,
guys
brother.
are awesome and always put on a good show every time I'm watching. Go back and watch the replay, and just all these guys that are in the league for showing up every week and allowing us to have a good time and do this, and just the camaraderie that we built and over the last however many seasons that I've been here and everybody else, and we're always loving to welcome new guys and bring them into the VRL family, if you will. So, but that's about it, man. I appreciate it though.
Awesome, man. Well, big congratulations there. Going out to the 10 machine with the 6th place finish here tonight. Mr. Andrew Cawthon finishing off the regular season strong here tonight with a great finish, man. Congratulations and good luck with the rest of the season here, buddy.
All right, man. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Andrew.
And with that, we start our first of the podium interviews with tonight's 3rd place finisher, the 69 of Larry Dickerson, finding his way up there into a 3rd place position, having a pretty good run there at the end. Heard from Andrew Cawthon there that he was kind of sputtering there as he was coming across the line. How was the fuel situation for you there, Larry?
I had 0.3 when we took checker, and I ran out coming through 3 and 4 coming on the cool down lap. So it was real close for me too.
Yeah, well, great job out there. The JP Designs Racing for a Cure Chevrolet Silverado out there. The 69 ran good all night tonight. Yeah, a little bit of strategy. All of y'all that finished right there most of y'all that finished on the lead lap on the same fuel strategy. If y'all would have caught a yellow flag right there at the end and did a green-white checker, it would have been completely different. But that's what you got to do, though. You got to take risks, and the risk that you guys took was on the right side of history here tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely a risk. You got to play that fuel strategy and try to save right. Actually, when they came in to won the green on that last pit stop, I was not going to pit, but then I heard my teammates Jack and Jeremiah talking about if you pit now, you can make it. So I kind of made a judgment call right there before to come in with them, and thank God I did, because if I didn't, I would have ran out with 2 to go. So thank God I came in and listened to them.
Well, you got yourself a podium tonight. That's a good week for you. I know you had another race where you got a podium as well this week. So congrats. Who'd you like to give some shout outs to here tonight?
First shout out, as I want to give to the incident with me and Kyle. It was a complete racing incident. He accidentally got my corner panel going from the transition to the front stretch, getting ready for turn 1. And then after our contact, my spotter didn't say nothing, and I came across the nose going in turn 1 and caused an even bigger mess. So I want to apologize to Kyle and the rest of the competitors that got caught up with that. But shout out to Lori and Jess for letting me come in the league this season through Albert. And I can tell you right now, I know I run the other leagues with y'all, but I can honestly say, for me, VRL is home for me. I never had a league where I've had so much fun racing with guys that are clean racers, and we make it fun. It's really laid back. So shout out to Lori and Jess for making me part of the VRL family, and shout out to all the competitors in this league who has welcomed me with open arms since I came in this league, and I've had a blast. Shout out to you guys. Like I said Monday night, I have no doubt in my mind, I'm 100%, 1,000% guaranteed, 1,000,000% guaranteed, y'all are the best broadcasters on iRacing and YouTube. There ain't nobody that does it any better. And I give a shout out to my teammates, the man Albert himself, the legend, the myth. Awesome to be on his team and represent him. Shout out to my teammate Jack. Awesome finish for him tonight. And congratulations to my teammate Jeremiah. Ran an awesome race. He well deserved. Congrats to him on the win. And congrats to Josh on the second place finish. Shout out to my sponsors. Again, JP Designs for making my awesome paint jobs. This was a new paint job I got to come out tonight and unveil. I think it looks pretty good. Shout out to LA Construction. And again, my biggest sponsor, Racing for a Cure, for Angelman Center Foundation and all forms of autism. Anybody can donate to that organization. It'd be an awesome cause to donate to. You'd be doing those people a great favor. And shout out to my wife for putting up with me doing this 3 or 4 days a week and dealing with my sometimes ill mood and being there for me when I'm happy like Monday night.
Awesome, man. Well, big congratulations going on out to Larry Dickerson with a fantastic week of racing here so far this week, with the win on Monday and a 3rd place here tonight, man. Congratulations. Good luck moving forward with the rest of the season here, buddy.
All right, see y'all next week, and one time again for the Ric Flair. Woo!
With the woo. As we move on up this podium, continuing on with these interviews, talk to tonight's 2nd place finisher. It's Ricky Chud himself, Mr. 84 of Josh Bittner, picking up the 2nd place here tonight, up 12 positions. And Josh, it seems like we were kind of leaning on a little bit something there earlier in the race. We were kind of joking around between ourselves saying, hey, what if you just, did a pit stop here on 33, didn't do anything at the midway, and then came in, at about right around lap 67, which you guys did. Would they be able to make it to the end, and would that work? And, well, son of a gun, you made it work.
Did you guys also include hitting a parked car on a straightaway?
No, we did not.
No.
Okay.
We missed that.
Apparently that was part of it. I'm start off apologizing to Sean McDonald. There was a wreck that seemed to transpire on the front stretch and carry itself through an entire 2 corners. And yeah, I don't know. I was trying to navigate through it, but people re-entered the track right in the racing groove, and I wasn't going to lift because it was still I mean, I lifted some. Don't get me wrong, but I wasn't gonna like full stop a car because we were still green flag racing, and I just plowed into Sean like an idiot. So I apologize to him, but it was I, I definitely not the way I wanted to get a podium finish here. But it is what it is. Just try to look forward to next week and go from there.
Yeah, you just got to keep looking forward, and great job out there tonight, just staying safe. And yeah, sometimes when weird stuff like that happens, and if iRacing takes a little while to call a caution, you just kind of gotta play it by ear and just get up the track, try to get out of the way, and yeah, sometimes there's nowhere to go. So yeah, I'm sure Sean McDonald understands. I'm sure he's been in that position before, but yeah, moving forward, man, you're in pretty good shape here. Moved up 12 spots here tonight. What are you looking forward to the next couple of races? Where are you guys going to? I haven't looked at the
Should be
schedule
Homestead.
here in a hot minute.
It's Homestead.
It
Yeah.
is Homestead. Okay.
Yeah, that Homestead's a track I like to have a lot of fun at. I mean, I feel like with the tire model, especially in recent, like last year or so, it's been a kind of, I don't want to say broken, but it's a lot different of a track. It's a bottom dominant track. Can't really run the top anymore, but it's still like there's more ways to enter a corner just because of it being a really consistent smooth oval. It's something you don't really have in here on iRacing. There's not a whole lot of like pure ovals, you know what I mean? Kind of like your Dovers, your Bristols, like Homestead. I mean, you can technically call Indy that, but when you don't have a tri-oval breaking up a racetrack, you can really get into a good rhythm. And Homestead's one of those places like you can also have, fuel strategy, a little bit of tire strategy, kind of like what we saw tonight. But just hopefully we get a long green flag run and I can have a chance to cook because I'm sure I'm gonna be starting in the rear and just try to work my way up to the front because when it's going to be all about winning next week when the playoffs start, which I think they do.
Yeah, that's true. They do start next week, and it is all going to be about winning. Tonight, second place. I think you'll take that. That was a good job, up 12 spots. Who'd you like to give some of those thank yous and shout outs to?
Yeah, as always, the vice president of Track Dogs Racing, Peyton, her dog Juniper, my dog Harley, my brother Eric, who last time I won a race, I didn't give him a shout out, and he was sitting behind me on the couch, and I didn't even recognize it. So give one to Eric, my brother, golfing buddy. Jess and Lori for putting on another great race. My team ain't dead yet. Got Ricky who's on vacation, Trevor, Kyle, and Tim. It was a lot of fun as always racing with them. You guys putting on a baller show. Looking forward to watching me destroy somebody in high quality and high definition. Yeah, just a fun time overall.
Yes, sirree, indeed. With the second place finish up 12 spots here this evening, Mr. Josh Bittner, driver of the 84 machine, a solid second place finish here tonight, man. Congratulations. Good luck coming up here in these playoffs, buddy, and we look forward to seeing what you guys can do here with the remaining 3 weeks left of this season here, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
And with that, we move on up to tonight's race winner. He's already a champion dad of some champion cheerleaders. Well, he's a champion here tonight at Las Vegas. The 53 of Jeremiah Burke bringing on home the win with a bold strategy call and makes it work, man. Jeremiah, congratulations. It must have been pretty thrilling once when you realize, oh, this is actually going to work out.
Oh, I knew if the thing went green, it was over. Bittner was my only competition, and me and him are always really good at going through the field together when we get off strategy like that. Man, 6 seasons of doing weird strategies like that, and finally got one to stick and work. I mean, this might be the best win I've had.
Well, I'm sure it's satisfying, man. It's so great to talk to you here in victory lane, and you wheeled that 53 Toyota out there. You did a great job, and even with the strategy and everything, 0.6 of a second, they ain't nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah.
You were out there. You did one hell of a job. Talk about the upcoming schedule, man. Homestead and then Martinsville after that. Two completely different tracks. But we know that you're good pretty much wherever you go. So talk about the road moving forward here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Homestead. I think that's another track I could pull a win off at. I'm always really good there.
Yeah.
I think Martinsville. I don't have the points cushion in this championship playoff that I've had in the last couple seasons. So I'll have to work pretty hard and not have anything bad happen at Martinsville. It's not going to be as easy to make the championship for as the previous season. So I'm gonna have to really work for it. Of course, this win is going to really help towards that. It can move me up in points and whatnot. So yeah, I think. I'm going to feel a little more stressed the next couple of weeks than I normally would. But, hey, that's what it's all about. We've raced all season to get here, so let's do it.
Well, great job tonight. I mean, you can't beat that. Get yourself a victory. Who'd you like to give some shout-outs to?
I mean, Larry, for going on that strategy with me and Bold. It was... we were under caution there, and it was like, man, if we pit with one to go, we're going to make it, but we're just going to barely make it. And, of course, Albert and Jack, all of Team All-Star, that was Jack was right there in fourth, too. I mean, look, we had a good night tonight. The team showed up well. We ran well. Of course, Jess, and Lori, and then you three for broadcasting this wonderful event. I can't wait to watch it back. Yeah, let's get to Homestead. I'm ready.
And he's ready indeed with a victory here tonight from Las Vegas. Mr. Jeremiah Burke, driver of the 53 machine, your race winner here tonight, man. Congratulations. We look forward to seeing what these playoffs can unfold, and good luck to you there, buddy.
Thank you. See you next week.
And with that, we close out all the driver interviews and everything. And fellas, we had ourselves a good, another fantastic race here from Las Vegas here by these Vigilante Racing League drivers.
Yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of folks watching out there on the YouTube channel here tonight. We want to thank all of y'all. And yeah, man, can't wait to see what next week holds. Homestead's always a crazy track, man. It's kind of like this, and it's a little bit more round, and it's a little bit more flat, and you get a little bit more anger and a little bit more cautions. So it ought to be a fun race next week. I can't wait.
Yeah, put on a show again. These guys are great. Vigilante Racing League. I mean, these guys are awesome. I can't believe who was it? One of them was that Larry that said we were like the best thing going since sliced bread or something. Thank you to the guys that have complimented us, but we can't do it without y'all. It's a good racing league, good community, and that's why we're here. So had some fun. Can't wait till next week, guys.
Indeed, as we take a look here at tonight's finishing order of drivers, we got the in first place, the 53 of Jeremiah Burke picking up that race win. 84 Josh Bittner up 12 spots on the day, coming up in second with Larry Dickerson in that 69 machine. Rounding out that podium, the 07 of Canada's own Jack Dixon. Excuse me. Having a solid run here, even while texting and driving, is able to pick up a fourth place spot. Then you got the 085, another one of our Canadian brothers out there, up 18 spots. Your hard charger of the day, Mr. Greg Dobson, rounding out your top five. You got the 10 of Andrew Costin, up 12 spots on the day to finish there in sixth place. The 27 of Timothy Pope looked like he was going to be a pretty much one of the shoe-ins here for possibly picking up a win. Comes up a little bit short with the strategy, finds his way home in 7th. You got the 6 of Trevor Robertson fighting his way inside of that top 10 to an 8th place finish. 9th is the 33 of Jess Vaughn. He was another one that was alongside Timothy Pope there, where the strategy just kind of got to him there just a little bit at the end. And then the 88 of Mike Adamson rounds out your field's top 10.
Yeah, Mike Adamson 1 lap down, second car or truck, I should say, 1 lap down. George Rincon in the 28 machine. The 01 of Kelly Keel also 1 lap down, 12th place. The 1 lap down crowd is freaking huge, folks. These guys were really fighting it out, and that's all a part of that pit strategy that happened here. Albert Anderson in the 99 finished in 13th place. 14th place, Jonah Long in the 7. The Ford truck of Dion Jones finishing in 15th place. 16th place, Kyle Vaught in the 16. 1, 2, 3 of John Gallagher. Started on the pole here tonight. Great qualifying time for John. He'll finish in 17th place. One of those guys on the other pit strategy here is all these guys finishing 1 lap down just on that different strategy. Just didn't work out for him. Dave the Gambler Mayberry in the 29, also on that strategy. He'll finish in 18th place. 19th will be John Osborne in the 81 truck. The 14 truck of Dustin Eaton. Dustin with the Y there, finishing right where he started in 20th place. 21st, Mike Everidge. 23rd, Sean McDonald in the 22. The 23 place, Brayton Laster. And thank you so much, as always, Lori Vaught, for providing race control duties and administrative responsibilities out there tonight. Thank you so much.
Yes, sirree, indeed. Thank you all for tuning in and watching, having a great time out here with us, because you guys are the reason why we do this and have such a great time of doing it. If you haven't done so already, be sure to hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you get alerted every single time that we go live. And of course, if you enjoy any of the action, be sure to hit that thumbs up button as well, so that way we continue to grow this fantastic community we got going on over here on the YouTube. Of course, big thank you as well to GC Cruise Travel and Mr. Greg Klein. You can give him a call, shoot him an email, or message him over there on the Facebooks to take all the worry and the stress out of travel planning right out of your hands and let the professional do it for you. Big thank you to GC Cruise Travel, official travel provider of the VRL and AAA Broadcasting. And of course, Dave Mayberry and Blue Fox Properties. Be sure to give Dave a call at 520-850-4189 if you're looking to buy or sell your house in the Tucson, Arizona area, or anywhere across the country. Be sure to let 18 years of experience get to work for you with a free consultation in a housing market that just gets crazier and crazier day by day. So be sure to get yourself a good quality realtor. So with that, we close out tonight's broadcast, looking on forward to Friday night, where we got ourselves a league versus league battle royale between the Vigilante Racing League and the Numb Thumbs Racing League coming on up. We'll release more details as they come to us, so make sure you stay on tune. But until then, I'm Alan Brown for Alan English and Adam Turner. We are signing off.
We gone.
See ya.